No, I think like the hardest part of like wanting change in your life is when you start to find yourself alone. Like when you start to find yourself in spaces where you thought you would have these people with you and you realize that you don't. And I'm starting to understand that the point of life is to embrace those things, embrace like the ups and downs, the highs and lows. Because as you start to change, you'll realize that you had a lot of people in your life that were genuinely just taking up space in your life to begin with. And when you move with intention, you start to want to see better in your life. You realize that everybody that you had around you sometimes doesn't want to see better. They're okay and they're comfortable with where they're at. They're not wanting to change because they feel like this is them. And if you're a person that wants to grow and if you're a person that wants to change, you're gonna be the oddball, bro. You're gonna be weird because you're gonna want to see that better. You're gonna want to see yourself as the best version of yourself when a lot of people around us don't want to see that change. They don't want to be the best version of themselves. They feel like they already are. And one thing about life is you're gonna continue to evolve, you're gonna continue to grow, you're gonna continue to change. And if people around you aren't changing, if people around you aren't growing, why do you allow them to take the space up in your life when that space can be filled up with people and individuals that genuinely want to see changes within themselves as well? And when you get around people, you become like those people that you're around. And you got to be very, very intentional with who it is that you keep around you. Because if they don't want to grow, then you're going to find yourself in that same space of not wanting to grow. And how to realize that for myself, bro. I lost everybody. I lost all my friends. I had family that I thought was family around me that I ended up being put out the house because I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do or act the way that they wanted me to act when genuinely I was being what I could be in that moment. And if people don't give you grace, if people don't allow you to change, if people don't allow you to grow, then you automatically should know that those people are not your people to be around. Those people should never be people that you place yourself around and think that you're gonna grow with those people because you're only as good as those people around you. So embrace the change, bro. Don't run from it. Because when we get uncomfortable and when we start to recognize things that aren't supposed to be in our life and those things fall away, we tend to run back. We think that that's the best way. We think that because that sense of fake security made us comfortable, we want to run back to it when things start being placed out of our life or things start falling out. And I call it the waiting room, bro. Like when you start to change, you start to grow, you get placed in this very weird like solitude place in your life where you find yourself alone because it's not that it's a bad thing, but it's about recognizing that things have to fall out for the new to fall in. Things have to get away from you for the new to come closer to you and embrace you and allow you to change and allow you to grow. And that's the realest shit. Like, recognize that. Don't allow those things to make you uncomfortable so much to the point that you run back because every time that you do something that makes you uncomfortable, you will grow the most. Every time that you feel like, okay, this person isn't helping me, this person isn't trying to grow, this person doesn't want to change, and you step away from that person, doesn't mean that you don't love that person, but stepping away will help you grow yourself so that you could turn around and help those people as well. Because I think a lot of times when people are close to us and people only see us as good as they see us, they won't recognize us when we change or when we grow. So they'll look at us like we're doing something bad instead of realizing that we're just growing. We're just changing. We're just evolving. We want better, so we're going to go after the better. So allow yourself to not be so, you know what I'm saying, caught off guard when you start to recognize things falling out of your life. You start to recognize the old habits and the old things and the old friends don't want to hang out with you no more. You start losing your job because you say you want to go after this and this. You start having your car issues because you say you want better in your life. So allow these things to grow you, not change you. Allow these things to grow you and not make you or send you back to old habits or old friends or old relationships that genuinely don't want you to grow. I love you.